Okay, so we're going to start off with exercise 3. We will go to, let's look at exercise 3, and we will start with 3, let's see, okay, we'll start with 3A7. So 3A7, what you have is you have just simply a number. Okay, you have x plus 3 squared. Okay, so this is x plus 5 squared. And x plus 5 squared really is basically you can just expand it to be x plus 5 times x plus 5. And then once you have that, okay, once you have that, you can go ahead and FOIL it like normal. Okay, and FOIL is just the first terms of each. So it's the first times the first, the outer times the outer. Okay, so that is actually the outer times the outer, the inner times the inner, and the last times the last. That is FOIL. Okay. Now remember, when you multiply, if you have x times x, if you have a variable, the same variable times the same variable, it is you keep the variable and then the exponents add together. In this case, it is 1 and 1 add together give you 2. Then the outer x times 5, you would just becomes 5x plus 5x. That's a little bit of a, there we go. Let me erase that. Put that again. So plus 5x. And then, okay, so it's x squared plus 5x plus 5x again because you're the inner ones. Okay. And then 5 times 5 is 25. Alright, 25. And you'll see that if it's in the right form, if we have the x plus 5 and x plus 5, we're going to combine these two inside because they are like terms. So we have x squared, 5x plus 5x, you add the coefficients. 5 plus 5 is 10x. The variable stays as just an x plus 25. Okay, so that would be that one. All right, let's try a different one. Okay, let's use that. All right, let's go to, for example, let's try f. Okay, f looks like this. F is 3x squared, 3x squared plus 2, and square that. Okay, there we go, plus 2, erase that, let's try it. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and now f is the problem. It has nothing to do with multiplication of it. So we can expand this to be, we can expand it to be 3x squared plus 2 times 3x squared plus 2. Okay, and when we FOIL this, same thing, it's FOIL. When you FOIL this, 3x squared times 3x squared, you got to do two things. You multiply the 3 and the 3, which becomes 9. Okay, and the x squared times x squared, you would add the exponents. So that is x to the 4th power. Okay, then the outer 3x squared times 2, you just multiply the 3 times 2, so that becomes 6. X squared comes along with it. Okay, 2 times 3 is another 6x squared, right? 2 times 3 is 6, and the x squared comes along with it. Okay, and then 2 times 2 is 4. All right, 2 times 2 is 4. So we combine the like terms in the middle. These are like terms because they have the same variable and the same exponent. Okay, so we have 9x to the 4th plus, okay, and we combine 6 plus 6 is 12. And then the x squared comes with it. So it just looks like this, plus 4. And there you go. That's as far as you can go. You can't combine 9x to the 4th and a x squared because even though it has the same variable, it has a different coefficient. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's try one. Let's try 8b. Okay, so 8b, we have 2 minus x squared. Okay, and again we can expand that, so it becomes 2 minus x times 2 minus x. Okay, all right. Let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. X. There. Okay, now this one is, I don't like it because it has the 2 first. So a lot of times I'll rewrite these. Okay, I'll rewrite them so that it has the variable first. So when you rewrite it, you have to make sure that the negative goes with the right one, because right now the negative is with the x and it's a positive 2. So I rewrote it so it looks like this. You don't have to do this, but I think it makes it easier. Okay, I think it makes it a lot easier to write it in the same form each time rather than deal with it being an incorrect form. So you have to rewrite it. So the negative, remember this goes with the x. Okay, so negative x times negative x times negative x is a positive, and then add the coefficients. X squared, negative x times positive 2 is a negative 2x. Negative 2, positive 2 times negative x is again a negative 2x. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. All right, we combine the like terms in the middle. So that's negative 2 minus 2, which is negative 4x. And that's plus 4. Okay, there you go. All right.